On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. He was taken down by Quinton Dunbar.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. 19-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Safe.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here's
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I got it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get the ball. Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him.
And they take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's got Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Haskins going to try to throw it. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Oh, wait, hold everything. And timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 33. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.